Chapter 1. Born in a foreign land, June 11th, 1963. Jennifer and June Gibbons were born in Barbados, a sunny Caribbean island. Their parents, Caribbean immigrants, moved to the United Kingdom when the twins were toddlers. They settled in Haverfordwest, Wales, a predominantly white area, and that was the beginning of a lifelong isolation. The Gibbons family was the only black family in their neighborhood, and the twins, already deeply bonded, withdrew even further from the world around them. Chapter 2. The silence begins. From early school years, teachers noticed something disturbing. June and Jennifer refused to speak to anyone. When asked questions, they sat motionless, lips sealed. Even when they spoke to each other, it was in a rapid, cryptic language no one understood. Experts later called it cryptophasia, a secret language shared only by twins. But with June and Jennifer, it was more than language. It was a barrier, a fortress, a world of their own. Their silence wasn't accidental, it was deliberate. Chapter 3. Bullying, rejection, and retreat. At school, they were labeled weird, creepy, and mute. Racial bullying was relentless. Teachers were helpless. Every time the outside world pushed them away, the girls withdrew deeper into their bond and into darkness. Their father would later say, "We'd seen twins before, but these two, it was like one soul in two bodies." Chapter 4. A world of imagination and disturbance. Inside their room, away from judgmental eyes, they built a world of stories. By age 12, they were writing dark novellas. Fictional tales filled with violence, lust, betrayal, and death. One story featured a girl who fell in love with a doctor, only for him to murder her. Another involved a pet parrot who killed an entire family out of jealousy. By candlelight in silence, they created disturbing tales, sometimes erotic, sometimes grotesque. They even published novels through a mail-order service. The world dismissed them as mute, but in their own world, they screamed. Chapter 5. The battle within, though inseparable, their bond became toxic. Hay fought for dominance. Each wanted control over the other. Jennifer was the more aggressive. June longed for freedom. They would go days without speaking, even to each other. And then, when they finally did, it would turn violent. At one point, Jennifer choked June with a cord. Another time, June pushed Jennifer into a river. In her diary, June wrote, "We are both holding each other back. I want to live, but I feel I can't until she's gone." Chapter 6. Crime, fire, and arrest. In their late teens, they began venturing out, not to socialize, but to wreak havoc. They set buildings on fire, broke into stores, committed vandalism, engaged in petty theft and arson. Police finally arrested them after a string of mysterious fires. During questioning, their eerie silence and blank stares unsettled even seasoned detectives. Chapter 7. Locked away in a hospital for the criminally insane. In 1981, instead of prison, they were sentenced to Broadmoor Hospital, a high-security psychiatric institution for the criminally insane. They would remain locked up for 12 years, drugged with heavy antipsychotics, confined in padded cells, constantly watched, still refusing to speak to anyone but each other. Doctors, therapists, and even journalists tried to reach them, but nothing could pierce the psychic wall they had built. Chapter 8. The chilling pact of death. In 1993, officials announced that the girls would finally be transferred to a lower security facility. A journalist named Marjorie Wallace visited them, and during a moment alone, June whispered something that would haunt her forever. "Jennifer has decided to die, so I can live." Hours later, during the transport to the new hospital, Jennifer collapsed in the van. She was rushed to the ER and pronounced dead. No drugs, no trauma, no disease. Official cause of death, acute myocarditis, sudden inflammation of the heart. But there was no medical explanation. It was as if she chose to die. Chapter 9. Life without her twin. After Jennifer's death, June began to speak normally. She interacted with others. She wrote poems and essays. She even gave interviews. But her eyes remained distant, as if half her soul had been buried with Jennifer. She once said, "We made a pact. One had to die, so the other could truly live."